morning, good afternoon. Hello, how you doing? Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. It's Halloween day today, guys. And I want to say happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. Enjoy yourself today, guys. Get your kids out there, get them into and their little characters, their Halloween suits. Let them go out there and get them some good candy, because today is their day. It's their day to go out and collect all the candy they can collect and have a good time. And the most important thing, guys, stay safe out there. Keep your kids close to you. And enjoy your Halloween. Happy Halloween. Anyway, guys, today I want to talk to you about book merch. When you put your book out there and you want to sell something just besides your book, it's good to create you book merch. That's merchandise for your book that you can sell to your customers when they come and buy your book. I thought I'd make this a video because I talked about it in another video, but I wanted to make just this video for you, so that way I can explain to you about your book merch and what it's used for and why you should always have you some. Because, guys, I realize it's just not about creating your book. It's about creating your adventure, creating merchandise to go with your book adventure. It's all about the creation of what comes to you, what comes to your heart, what you can put with this book, guys. And book merch is the best thing you can do. Because if people don't buy your book, they will buy your t-shirt, your bookmarker, your keychain. They will buy anything that pertains to that book. And you're still able to get your name and your book out there with your book merch. Let's say you're at a festival. You get you some t-shirts. You make you some cups. You get you some keychains. You get your business cards. You have your books up there. And you have you some bags with your book title on there, or your main character on your bags, or your main character on your cups. But you guys, people will spend, if they don't buy your book, they will at least buy your merch. I realize that. At festivals I have done, and I might not have, at festivals I've seen people done, here's the story. So, this one lady was talking about, in my other group, she was talking about that she didn't make a lot of book sales, but she realized she sold a lot of book merch. And she was surprised that she sold more book merch than books. She was just surprised, because she was like, I thought my books would sell very well, but then when I come to realize my merchandise for my books sold better than my books. She said, and I wonder why. And so the people in my group was telling her, oh, that's perfect. That's good. You're still able to get your name out there, your brand out there, your book out there. They said that's perfect, because sometimes they may not want to buy your book, but they'll buy merchandise from you that goes with your book. So you're still able to get your merchandise to the people, to the customers, to your audience. And that's the main thing. That's the main key, guys, is to be able to get your books out there to the customers, or get your title out there to the customers. That's the main thing. So when creating book merch, guys, try to create some like cups that have your main character on there and your book title on there. Your t-shirts with a nice good saying, or a t-shirt with your main character on there and your book title on your t-shirts. You can do those. Those are very popular. T-shirts and cups very popular these days, because that's what people buying. They buying t-shirts and cups. So you can do you some t-shirts, do your cups, ink pens come in handy. Have your get you some ink pens done with your book title on there. You can get you some keychains, and you can also do some keychains, guys, that have your that takes them directly to your website. It have your QR code on there. You can put your QR code on your keychains with your book title on there, or author, whoever you are. Me, keychains, Author V Hill, but it will have my QR code on the keychains and Author V Hill, so that way people still know who I am. And when they hit your when they get the keychains, they can scan your QR code that's on your keychain. It's gonna take them directly to your website, and that's the main focus, is to take them directly to your website. Get them a business card. Your business cards, guys, can have your QR code on there, and once you give them your business cards, it'll take them directly, even if they don't buy anything. If they have your business card and it has your QR code on it, They can always scan your QR code on your business card, and it's going to take them directly to your website. And that's what we want to do. We want to drive traffic to our website where they can go and purchase our book at a later time. They may not want to purchase our book today, but they will purchase an ink pen, or bookmark, or a key change. And they can go back and scan and go back and purchase the book at a later time. I mean, sometimes, guys, when we doing anything as far as books, selling any type of merchandise, you want to think outside the box. Because when you think about it, if I don't sell any scrubs, guess what I'm going to get in? My business card. My business card have all my information on there in case they want to come back and buy another scrub later, or buy another item that I'm selling later. They'll always have my business card. And they can look at them like, oh, I got an extra couple of dollars. Let me go over here and give me a scrub top. Let me go over here and give me a scrub shirt. You know, I got a couple of extra dollars because guess what? She seen my business card. She still had my business card, and she was able to come back and purchase something at a later time. Because around this time, guys, you got to be creative, because people, we don't have a lot of money to spend. We all on a budget. Everybody on a budget. Business owners on a budget. We're all on a budget. So if a person don't buy your book at that time, and they rather buy your t-shirt or your bookmark or ink pen, make sure that bookmark, ink pen, key change, whatever you're selling has your website or your QR code. QR code is really cute and fancy because you can also fix those up. Have your QR code on there. That way they can scan it at a time and decide to go on your website and purchase it. But you guys, book merch, it might sell faster than your books will sell. So basically, the moral of the story is try to create something else beside that book that you can sell with that book, like bookmarks, keychains, t-shirts, cups, bags, anything that you can put your title on, or you can put your main character on. And your main character, they really look cute on your books, because I thought about getting my main character put on, which I said this is what I'm going to do, because when I get ready to host my book fairs, I host my book signings again, I would have extra stuff to sell. Because at that time when I first did my first pop-up shop, guys, only thing I had was my books, candy to give away to the kids, and balloons. Because my first time out doing books, something different, but it works all the same. When you think about it, it all works the same. So I said the next time when I get ready to do my books, I'm going to have me some cups with my main character on there, some ink pens, my main character on there. You can sell these ink pens for $1. They will buy an ink pen for $1 or $2. I'm having some keychains, some main character on there, some t-shirts. I'm going to make it look really cute. You know, my main character on there, so that way I have something else to sell you besides my books. I will have something else to sell. It's like me selling scrubs without shoes. I got shoes to sell, I got scrubs to sell, I got scrubs, badges, holders to sell. I mean, you have to think about something else to sell besides that one item. Because if you have a lot of different stuff on your table to sell, a lot of different items to sell along with your main product, people are 9 times out of 10 will buy something like a name badge for $5. They'll buy this for $5. So that's what I'm mainly talking about, guys. Try to be creative when you're trying to get your books out there. My new authors, be creative. I mean, if you know you're finna put this product out there, go ahead and get your 10 t-shirts made up with just your title on there and your main character on your t-shirts. Go ahead and get you 10 cups made. You don't have to get a whole lot. You can get 5 cups, 5 t-shirts made with your main title and your character on there, because people love to wear cute t-shirts. So make your t-shirt cute with your main character on there and your title. Make your 5 cups, 5 t-shirts. Get you like 5 or 10 keychains made. Get you some little buttons. Pin them little buttons. They are really cute. You can get those. Get you a t-shirt made with your name, author. Like me, I would have one made with Arthur P. Hill and my little avatar on there that I normally use on my Facebook page. So I would have Arthur P. Hill and my avatar on there. Get you some t-shirts made. You can sell that. You can sell books. You can sell keychains. But you guys, anytime you're doing something, you want to have something a little extra to throw in there, because people might not always want to buy your book, but they will spend $5 or $6 on some buttons, or they will spend $5 or $6 on a t-shirt or a cup. It's all about still getting the product out there, but also it's about adding more items with the product. So in case they don't buy your book, if they buy your product, they can always go back and purchase your book at a later time. So that's the main thing. And guys, if you want to get really creative, you can get you some hand sanitizers. Go online and get you some hand sanitizers. I forgot the website. And you can put your main character on your hand sanitizers, and you can sell these for $2. People will buy this quick and hurry because this is what's popping now. But you can put your main character on your hand sanitizer. I did this when I went on Amazon. I found somebody that was doing, or you can go on Etsy because they does them on Etsy too. Go on Etsy, get somebody that customize hand sanitizers, and get your picture, your main character's picture on your hand sanitizer, and that's another item you can sell with your books. That's another item you can sell with your merch. It can be part of your merch. They'll buy your hand sanitizer before they buy your book. But the main key is getting them to buy something with your title on there. That's the main key, guys. That's the main key. You want to be able to sell something. You just don't want to be there handing out business cards and handing out free candy out there. You want to be able to sell something. So if you got a little extra to go along with your book, it makes a big difference with your sales. Because one lady was really surprised how they didn't really buy her books, but they bought more merch. She said they bought, one lady bought a bag, to support her. They will support you in any kind of way because, your bag might be $10 versus your book is $19.99. So what would you rather spend your money on? Your bag or the book? If I'm coming to your, let's say I'm coming to your table. You have your table set up nice and neat with your little cutouts, and you have your books there for $19.99, but you also have your bags with your main character on there for $10. I'm gonna say, you know what? I can't afford to get the book right now, but I'm going to support you and buy one of your bags because these do come in handy. So I will buy your bag for $10. But guess what? I was still able to purchase something from you because you had your main character on there with your title. Still able to buy something. And then later on, if I feel like I want to go and purchase that book as a gift for my grandchild, then I can go back and purchase that gift and stick it in the bag that I bought from you. It's all about being creative and having a little something extra to go along with that book because you just don't want to have your books. Me, when I did it, I had books and candy. I should have had books, candy, t-shirts, cups, mugs, everything pertaining to my book. That's what I should have had. But I didn't. We learn, we live, we learn. And we learn every day. It's a learning experience when you're just getting started as a new author. So now, I want to give you my knowledge from what I read up on, from what I see every day that people do. Because you guys, in this economy, they might not be able to afford your books, but they might be able to afford your merch, which might be a little bit cheaper than your books. Because some, t-shirts is about $20, $25. Your bags about $15. You know what I'm saying, guys? So if you could sell something else besides your books that's going to go along with your book and it's all going to tie in together, I say get your book merch together along with getting your books together. Make your table look very presentable. Have you some cutouts on your table. Have your banner up there. Make your table look so exciting to where they cannot refuse to pass you by. Because they're going to want to be nosy and you're going to have everything for them to be nosy with on your table. Ready to purchase. So, you can always start off small. You can start off with like 5 cups, 5 t-shirts, 5 keychains. You can start off small. 10 pens. And all your books there. That way, if they don't want to purchase your book, they can always get your t-shirt. They can always get buy keychains or a pen. They can buy something. But try to have something on your table to where you're going to sell something. If you don't sell your book, you're going to sell something. And that's the name of the game. To be able to sell something. To be able to grab them in your table. To pull them in to where you're able to sell something. Because I have did pop-up events, guys. And I have Biker's Gear and Accessory. And I had done pop-up events with Biker Gear and Accessory. But you guys, my leather vest was like $80. Chaps, $75. But along with me selling all this leather, I had other stuff on my table to sell. I had hats, I had knives, I had chokers, I had bracelets, I had some of everything that tied in with what my theme was, bikers. So you guys, if I did not sell a leather vest, guess what? I was able to sell you a hat for $10. I was able to sell something off my table. If they didn't buy chaps, guess what? They was able to come over there and buy a t-shirt for $20. You just have to think outside the box, guys, is what I'm saying. Because even though I had all these leather vests and leather hats, my vests are $80. My chaps are $75. It all gets expensive. So I understand you might not have the money that day to support me, but you're going to support me in another way by buying a $25 knife or a $10 hat. And you guys, I still went home with over what I had already spent on the field meat. I spent $50 at the vendor. I went home with $150 extra cash. And that was all because I sold $100 worth of hats. People love the hats. They want to buy something plain and simple that they ain't got to be dishing a lot of money on. I was able to still bring home $200. So I made a profit of $150 that day. And I did not sell one vest, but I did sell out on my hats. So more of the story, guys, is trying to put more stuff in your books, more merch in your books, so they will have several things or several items to purchase. If they don't want to purchase your book, they might purchase a t-shirt, a bag, a cup, an ink pen, a pen. They might purchase something. So you just never know what they might purchase, because sometimes everybody is not in the mood to buy a book. But they are in the mood to buy a button or an ink pen, or if you got little toys to go along with your books, they'll buy a toy. I mean, it's endless what you can do with your books, guys. It's just endless. To my new authors, baby, get your stuff together. Have you a lot of merch to go along with your books, because it pays off in the end. It really pays off, guys. It pays off. I mean, you can't go wrong. You really can't go wrong when you think about it. Because it's like you having your own little bookstore. You got your books, you got your ink pens, you got your tote bags. Just try to be mindful and think outside the box, and try to have something to go along with your books to sell. So that way they'll give people a broader chance to shop with you and support you. Because people like to support new and upcoming authors or new and upcoming business, because they see you trying. They see you put all your time and your heart in it, and they see you trying. If I see you trying, I'm not going to walk by your booth and not buy nothing. Even if I spend $5, I'm going to support you any way I can. Because, guys, I'm going to tell you like this. When I throw pop-up events and I have maybe 12 vendors, I always put back $100 to spend with my vendors. Even if my vendors don't shop with me. But I put back $100 so I can go to each person's table and support them. Whether it's $5 here or $10 here or a pair of sunglasses. But I try to go to each. Like I got these sunglasses for my husband. We spent $10. On each pair of sunglasses, it was like $20. But I put back $100 so I can go and shop with all the vendors. So I could take something home from all the vendors. That's what I do. Because any little bit here up, any little bit count. Because you guys, when you just getting started as a new entrepreneur. Another thing you can get, guys, you can get you some shades. You can sell some shades. Like these shades right here. You can sell a pair of shades for like $5. And you can have these little cute little bags like my friend girl got. She has these cute little bags with her name on there. And you can have these cute little bags with your title on there. Like Little Hill Wheel. You can put Little Hill Wheel on here. And then you can have your shade. You can sell that too. I mean, it's endless how you can, do things. And when they buy your shades, they're able to get this little bag, this cute little bag, with your book title on there. You have to be creative. Like I got these shades, but I also got these cute little shade bags. So I ain't got to just get my shades all messed up. It came in a cute little bag. So she was actually in my pop-up event, the last one I had. So I bought 2 pairs of shades. So I'm just basically, more of the story, guys, think outside the box. Have more stuff in with your book that you can sell. That's gonna bring people to your table. That's gonna help you out in the end. Because if you can't afford to get a lot from my new authors, you can get 5 cups, 5 t-shirts, 5 or something to add to your table to make your table look good and to bring you more sales. Because if you don't sell a book, you're able to sell a t-shirt. Don't sell a t-shirt, you're able to sell a cup. And you get where I'm going. But that's what I want to talk to you guys about, your book merch. For my new authors, it comes in handy. It comes in handy. Because you might not be able to sell out on your books, but you'll be able to sell something off your table. And that's the main goal, is to be able to sell something with your title on there, so people can remember you and know who you are. I mean, it took me a minute to learn, how to really sell scrubs and how to get people interested into buying these scrubs. It took me a minute. It took me a minute to learn how to sell bikers gear and accessory, how to get people to buy my vest. It took me a minute. But I realized, along with that vest, that pair of chaps, I needed some t-shirts, I needed some hats, I needed some cute little, items to go along with my table. I needed some little bracelets, because they love to wear bracelets. I needed some chokers. I put something else in there so that way I was able to sell it. And I had my table looking so cute. It was eye-catching. And my colors are pink and black with biker gear and accessory. But that pink was so loud and it stood out on that black. And my table looked so expensive. They was like, when they walked by my table, guys, they was like, oh, I don't know to shop with you because you look expensive. Like, your stuff, you really have good taste. I like your whole setup, but it looks expensive. And you guys, I had leather gloves on there, leather chaps, t-shirts. I had my table presented, and I was dressed for the whole occasion. I had on my leather pants, my biker's gear and accessories shirt. I had on my little leather cap that was the #1 seller. I had that on, and I had my Harley-Davidson boots on, because guess what? I made myself look presentable, and I made the whole thing look together. So when you come to my table, it was eye-catching. You could see me out of the whole entire crowd because I was eye-catching. I dressed for the part. You have to dress for the part. Also, people, you have to dress for the part. So I dressed for the part. So when people came to my table, they was like, oh, your table looks so expensive. I don't know if I can afford this. Hey, if you can't afford a pair of chaps today or a nice little vest today, get you a pair of gloves. They're only $10. Or get you a hat. They're only $10. Everything at my table was $5, $10, and up. So, when you came over there, my table was nice. It was nicely set up. So have your table nicely set up and very eye-catching so it brings people to you. Have your cutouts. Have your banner. Have your tablecloth. Make it very eye-catching, guys, because when you have an eye-catching table and you with a whole bunch of vendors and you stand out, they coming your way because they want to see what you got on your table because they're nosy like that. So they coming your way. They come your way to see what you got, baby. So you got to make that presentation off the chain and make it very nice and eye-catching. That's the whole thing. And have your merch together for your books. Have it all together. Have everything together, guys. My new authors, go ahead. Spend a little extra money to get you a couple of cutouts for your main characters. Spend a little extra money to get you a nice tablecloth done up and a nice banner because it's going to pay off in the end. It's going to pay off. You might not think it's going to pay off, but guys, it pays off in the end. But that's what I want to explain to my new authors. It's about getting you some merch together to go along with your books. Have something else to sell besides that book. T-shirts, cups, buttons, ink pens. Something else to sell that's going to bring in money. You want to bring in money. If you can't sell that book, you have something else to sell. So that was my main thing to tell you about, because I'm a new author myself and I started out with just my books, but I should have had something else to sell on my table. And of course, you got to be able to spend the money, guys. You got to have your budget right. Have your budget right. But alright, people, I'm going to talk to you later. Like, subscribe to my channel for some next tips and gems. Stay woke, stay safe. It's connected to you.